almost 400-page book or illustration book. It's a lot to do. I don't have any help. The people stealing from me, though, have tons of help. They thought that it was fine to steal someone's intellectual property. Still. It's just me here. Yeah. I didn't know anyone. So they don't know. They don't know. Yeah, you're right. And for that very reason, I'm probably not to blame. Honestly, there's just so many things that people have done that it's just like, how in the world could they ever feel righteous in what they're doing? Morality, fascist, Nazi crap with like the fact that they wanted to simplify it down to like one level is completely negates the purpose of something to do with complexity and visualization of that. Fortunately, they thought it was about catering to their level of intelligence and enjoyment and entertainment. Whatever that is. That is why most people become artists. Right? I have so much. We're gonna make a reel of gonna be Pearl's little noises. She's so cute. Oh, here's your toy. Here's your little box. What you do with it? Here it is. Ready? Ready? Just hear a little tail like. Ready? Throw in. Yeah. Ready? What consignment store did I find this at? Trying to get like out and kind of like a Gucci bag. Bamboo Gucci bag. It's my laptop briefcase. Where did we find that? Love it. My part of fortune applies to like shopping. I'm like a little shopping angel that would just like, even in like Target or anywhere like out of the blue where you wouldn't expect to find something, there'd just be like exact thing that I was looking for at the time or needed at the time. Just be sitting on top of like it was a this bag over here actually is luggage carrying bag, duffel bag thing, and I was just sitting on top of there was. I asked if there's any other colors, but I don't like that color. Like, no, you can find that in inventory. It was just like sitting on top of it, not as a display, but just as like someone would just like put it there and all the shirts and whatnot. Finding like good finds. Get my stuff back from New York soon. I had in stores. Maybe I'll get my. Hopefully everything's still intact. This awesome jean jacket material riding coat from the 90s. It's Calvin Klein. And it like goes down like this, and it's like kind of like a regular like paint jacket or smock type thing. Then jean jacket. Then oh my god. So I'm debating. What do you think about this Jack and the Beanstalk story that I'm illustrating and putting together? Maybe timing overlap quotes with when I drew them while I was watching Revenge. So it's kind of the point to have got like almost like a journal handwriting, like horticulture, garden journal notebook, anything with like handwriting. But you can't always read everything I said. I was like, should I type them? And then I don't know. I took out a lot. It's like redacted. It's kind of like the actual story of what happened through the lens of Jack and the Beanstalk elements. So especially if there was something to do with like gardening or nature, quotes. It takes more than just like a line to make a drawing usually, but the new drawings are just like, oh, that line was that and that equals that. But there's a lot said while you draw drawing. So if it was something that had to do with like nature, I definitely kept that in. And try to put it all together in like a more or less conversational, like objectively, like what sort of makes sense as far as flow of a conversation, although it's not exact because they're like taken out of context quotes and whatnot. And then I redacted a lot so that I wouldn't be able to necessarily say that it was from Revenge because so many things overlaps, like or so many phrases like come to your senses, you know. But it's just, and I divided it up into like little chapters. But I can't decide if I should Photoshop out my handwriting quotes and just type it up so people can actually see it, or just keep with what it is. One it's like timing and it's, what brings you here? Is it serendipity, circumstance, or something else? Location. Curious timing. It's all these things that intersection, place, landmark, location, words. Well, it's really interesting, and that, like, you kind of read them front to back in a way, because I organize it. One picture will apply to the illustration prior and the illustration after. Quotes. I threw it over there. It's having to do with timing. Day after tomorrow, previously on Revenge. It's right here. She's so sweet. It looks like she's wearing track pants. Sporty. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna take me forever. I know there's gotta be like a faster way, but just the fact that it's so boring. It's like editing and formatting. And so cute. Anyone who wants to be an intern, free intern, unpaid intern, just format all my illustrations. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Well, any suggestions are more than appreciated. I'm trying to get it done before the people that hacked my computer and stole my intellectual property. It's just like the most stressful thing in the world. And even if they're not, they imply as much wherever I go and work. It's like the most annoying thing in the world. Get her done. Get it done. I really don't know. I think this is conceptual, and people, or a lot of things that I talk about are, but even that, I just wonder why people are so like painful. It's just me. I don't know. Just me here. Community. I'm just like strangers, and you're just like, what did I ever do to you? Yeah. It's just me. Like it's been the last 10 years. So I guess it makes for easy targeting. But you're like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck did I ever do to you? Seriously, I can't think of a single crime that could ever be comparable to what the hell how they've treated me as retaliation for what I've made up in their minds. Yeah, I guess conceptual art is difficult for some people to. I'm not saying that kind of saying, like, especially people who are not in like the creative arts to know some sort of like boundaries or like what the differences between a personal experience and what's put out there as a concept or drawing from personal experiences. But you think, with illustration and whatnot, things that are, especially that which is tangible, people usually know what to do with illustrations. That's That's why whenever I like started my illustration business or restarted it, it usually takes off and things like happen pretty quickly because hey, yeah, people know more what to do with like illustration. They can like put into like a context and like, oh, I could use this for my website design or brochures, or people know how to like utilize illustration as far as business goes and like whatnot. I don't think that they think so much of it as art, like how I had planned to be like a famous illustrator like Antonio Lopez or but still you think that like Kenneth Block, there's just still a lot of people I don't think they are, I don't know, I always admired. I think that's with people used to go to museums and sketch and practice the techniques and drawing compositions of masters and whatnot like that, teach themselves because they're not around to ask me their mentors. I don't know. I get that, but at the same time, like, this is a business, and I wasn't asking about how these. Oh my god. I don't know many artists or illustrators who've had to deal with the kind of crap that people even imply to some psychological. Oh, yeah. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. No way, you won't know what I meant. We're super cool like that. It's just like it's where it's difficult to ignore because it's like not. It's everywhere. Every time this person sits down next to me in a coffee shop, it's just I constantly feel like I'm like Modern Family, that television show where like they would like zoom in on someone's face, being like, "Are you kidding me? Like, what is happening?" Like I constantly want to like look around for someone and be like, "Yeah, this is ridiculous, right?" Like, but there's like it's just me here being like, normal and righteously indignant about some of the things that people have done. It's intersectional. Descriptor. It seems anyone to think that like you could just decide what someone's career is. Like, well, I don't approve of that, and I'd like it to be about this or that. So I mean, it's kind of energies I'm dealing with at the very least. I don't know. Used to have like a really good community of people around me that asked for like advice. Also needed. Just like I don't know. I've missed this entire summer. I really want to get to the beach. I want to enjoy my life more than I have been, and I think that I'm sure lots of people can relate to that. But what's frustrating is when it's like out of your control, that something just kind of like attacks you or abuses you, or like what most people would just say is like, okay, well, yeah, you can't control people's actions, and that sucks. That happened. There are legal actions you can take. It seems like these people are just like, no, you just have to deal with it, and it's just like absolutely infuriating. Like I have no idea how the fuck these people function. They have their own sort of like. I mean, I guess that's just why they just group together, but validate each other's choices, ways of mistreatment. I guess I don't. They would probably say that about me just because I have something to say about how they've treated me this whole time. I mean, do they think I wouldn't? I know they thought that I controlled it, or they controlled my brain, but I didn't realize I was so I didn't realize I was so stupid. I didn't realize I was so worthless. That's apparently what they say here. I don't know. I had no idea that I needed someone to turn on my brain in order to think, in order to create. And do I need their permission also then to draw? Like, it's just kind of like, that's super insulting, as you could imagine. Even more so when like corrected by the woman and artist herself to have not been. I mean, I don't want to make things awkward, people. Like, I wish I wouldn't have had to say anything at all. Because most of the time, I think that kind of thing goes away. Although, if you don't like put a stop to it right away, and I should have probably sued for defamation of character back when I was first hacked. My uncle was like, you could file against her, and I just was like, it was so traumatizing. I don't want to deal with it. Then I didn't really know, but yeah, if you don't like nip it in the bud, people just think they can continually get away with things, and you're just like, so is that like fine line of like, do I ignore that? And at the same time, like, it's not exactly explicitly said, or I haven't exactly seen, so it's kind of like this, well, guess. And I mean, I don't know. You have feelings about something, or feel a certain way about something, or know something to not be okay with how you run your life. And if that's not like, I don't know, this has just been a nightmare. It's been a nightmare. And I really am not like, thank goodness I'm a Sagittarius. Find that silver lining. But optimism. But it's just a little bit tiring to have to always do that when it's, it makes me like, well, it could be worse. And it's like, it shouldn't have to be. Like there's certain things that people can just not do and it doesn't cost them anything. It costs me everything when they do them. It's like, how selfish are they? And I think that they were owed something out of, I didn't go into their careers and offices and resumes and be like, well, I see that you have this skill set. I've been looking for that. And I'd really like it if you dedicated all your time to my benefit and utilize your skills and education to that goal that I have and that I see that you can fulfill. I expect you to do it for free on my time and get no credit and just benefit me. And you have to use your resources to pay for it. And your materials as well, and just your time, just like, and I'm just going to take it. And you just have to deal with that. And you're just like, who are you? I'm sorry, we've never met. You're not entitled to my career or my time or anything that I create or make, regardless of where I make it. Considering I take my brain with me everywhere and a conceptual artist, I'm constantly thinking of concepts and ideas on the go. I'm just beyond disappointed in how the fuck people are just either ignorant or willfully ignorant, evil or stupid. I don't really know what. My mother is more of like a social life here. Seriously. I once met her out and she was like, say hello to everyone. Give me her phone. So I guess, if you want everyone to be there, you're going to get my mom, your super cool party, now I just don't see how, like, I know there's just so much. There's so much. And I know that it wasn't all just like, it's really a demonstration in the study of time. It really is. gauging of time and what seemed to be like, it seemed to like sort of spiral into itself and like sped up and spiraled into itself as far as like timing, gauging timing. When I put things out there, tracking trends, overlaps with. Hey. Not time associated with any one person, although all within time. But yeah, I mean, honestly, because between predictions and forecasting and just, you guys are super distracting. Walt, decided to give Walt the Heimlich. But no scratching, no scratching. No! Fred, no. But when I invite people, like designers, artists, brands, and whatnot, participate so that I could then connect all these dots through visual codes and whatnot they put into their music videos and fashion campaigns and what that aligned with the alchemical cycle and the visual codes therein. So then once I spotted them, see how the frequency of how things when they were put out there and trend tracking and then engaging, like if I put something out there, if it sort of matriculated and amplified in any capacity, there's just how fast trends take on some some momentum, I guess. But really, honestly, then it became about. I think music videos, especially, are a good example of how, although people did participate and did that specifically more personally within what I was talking about, um, that but it wasn't necessarily necessary. They were almost like they were already doing that, maybe based on my own, like, on, it's almost like they had a birth chart that was similar to mine or something like that. But I don't know. It's not about even that because it'd be like the strangest things. And little things from like, we were at this Fashion Week after party one year. It was at like Soho Grand Hotel, and off their like lobby area on the second floor, there was like a lounge and order food and drinks, and then over that way there's like a little back room for parties, and not back room, but it's like a room for pretty big room actually for parties. And we were there, and I have a picture on my Instagram of my friend, or maybe it's on Facebook, hiding like hiding behind the potted palm plant that was there. We were drunk, and potted palm camo. Um, if you watch like, I'm just going like this potted palm camo, comment on it, and you watch Red Hot Chili Peppers, Can't Stop. He literally does that. And it's the world card as he floats in the middle of the air, and just like everything. So you think that, oh, they made it off of like the tarot and whatnot. I think a lot of people did, but it's just bizarre with I was fine with certain things only applying because I didn't expect anything necessarily to. We all relate to music and art in some way, and um, it's to try to make sense of how those things. I mean, that was years prior, then the song years prior. It's just like the gauging of time, and since I did formally study forecasting, it's just there's still it was mind-boggling how some of these things happened. You wonder if they're made to happen, or yeah, I mean, there's just so many things like that, and things that would be like a campaign that spread out over a certain amount of time, and just like I initially like saw it for these reasons, and it doesn't matter. I talk about it so much, and just more about time and timing and how to make this all happen. So it's also doing the unnecessary. Yeah. So, hey, what are you doing? That's not okay. Anyways. What are your plans for the weekend, Friday night? I feel like I just need to. What are we gonna do, guys? Make a book. It's exciting. Just want to get in the G-Wagon I don't have. And go on an adventure. Just have fun. Happy hour. Never move to a new city when you're like 30. Major, I don't know. Yeah. Freddie. So supernova. Four babies. Yeah, Major Arcana. I think there's like well, there's I don't know. I think there's been some magic done on my like YouTube. And it's there are things like word bells, and in my data said I did equate um, cute speech and runes. There are letters, and they do, and the words are correlated, or the decimal numbers are correlated to words, like in seasons and stuff like that. But equations and rhyme and all of it. Just the flow, the joining together of words, syllables, sounds, numbers. I mean, it's iambic pentameter, words and poetry and word spells and equations, and I think I created something, but I don't know. Because there's just a lot to do with I don't know, things that think that they're too complicated to say. That, but the fact that my playlists were like, at least some of them were loosely aligned with the tarot. Like I honestly think that there's bots that, but I don't know what. It seems to, like in Psyche's Odyssey. I mean, it's just the title of it. First video is just I can't believe I'm still talking about this, but it's because people actually think that it was made about them, and I just wouldn't want to be one of those people that thinks they presumes to know about someone or whatnot. It was just literally, Pillow Talk was just representative of the Big Bang, and not anyone in particular, but it would be like one of the first videos, obviously, it's represented. I made the playlist. I mean, I made all my playlists, even the shuffle ones, from archive playlists that I curated, so that way I think of ideas like along the lines of predestination, how many possibilities are actually possible combinations of playlists and whatnot. But I don't really make shuffle playlists anymore. So I mean, they started to treat this like a wish list. Well, just go to any art museum or any exhibit, and if you were to tell the artist that what they just made wasn't like, is a wish, you want that to happen? Like, they confuse forecasting with concepts and whatnot, and I get how that could be confusing if they just maybe visited my channel for like a second. But along with everything else that they put on me as though it has nothing to do with me. But like I get how that might have been confusing, but at the same time it isn't, because it's clearly like stated and context and whatnot. Don't chew on that. In my shoe. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Here's one of the chapters. I'd like to give you the chance to tell your side of the tale. A little bit closer, close. Yep, he's the one. All signs. Revelations are windows of your true selves. Something about it doesn't add up. From the moment of my arrest, rocking out, police officer, to whomever. Not me, I didn't get a choice. Like your son? Anywhere. There are more insidious forces at work here. Confession, they say, is good for the soul. This tracks too. First leads to lands of gods and monsters. This tracks too. Another quote, a cabin in the woods, mending fences. I've got a few quotes for this covers the rest of your tank. What I did to deserve you. Whoa, take it easy, you crazy kids. Bad guy here. It was redacted. My dad was knifed to death by an inmate. If you truly don't want to follow in your parents' footsteps, then don't. You have a lot farther to fall. Justice like beauty. The eye of the beholder. No flies. Time for the blue light special. Spring on the house. Justice will be served. Have a nice day. Feel good. Lovers. My favorite one now. One chapter on evil. It's my favorite one. If I do say so myself. Previously on Revenge. The day after tomorrow. Plotting my execution. Alright, can you get back to it? Mm-hmm. And someday soon, I'm gonna have clothes to wear again. Hey! It's my new laundry machine. It's getting installed. What are you doing? Get off of there. Off. Notorious. Fresh intrigue in my book. What's going on? Read your profile in the New Yorker. Just kind of like a profile. So I'm kind of like, I don't want to draw any more attention to myself, and I'm already getting power. Well, look who it is. Well, it's Marco, but some names have been changed to protect people's identities. Mark! Did you come to collect the knife you left in my back? Rumor has it it would make a rather brilliant multi-issue series. How did I not know this? It's your job to appear caring and accessible. How did I not know this? Just took a little break from Tulip. Done a lot sooner. But weeks. Have a great Friday night.